Hey everybody, Dave back here again. The review that I'm going to go ahead and do right now is of the map tank from Clouds of Vapor. Yes, I was one of the lucky ones that ended up getting this in on time. If you're going to please bear with me in this video, I have two monitors running, and I see the video on this one over here, so I'm going to be looking at this monitor most of the time just to make sure that I get the review set up. If I run both monitors simultaneously, my computer hates me for it. I'm using a laptop with an external monitor, so please bear with me. I'm going to be looking over here at this monitor most of the time. So the map tank is basically a CE2 cartomizer inside of a tank. And I know that I've seen a bunch of people do the DIYs on how to make these tanks, but this one is made out of a much harder plastic than the syringe tubes or anything that you see people normally make them out of. So the construction on this is just phenomenal. This is from cloudsofvapor.com. Bruce over there is a great guy, does a show on Vape TV, answers any questions, promotes some new products and stuff that he has. Just a fantastic guy with great customer service. If you have any problems, head over to there and he'll take care of you. But this tank is basically has the connector down here for the bottom of the CE2 cartomizer, and this is actually part of the cartomizer. And then up top, it has the spot for your drip tip or for your cart top or whatever you feel like using at the time. I've tried every 510 drip tip that I have, and every single one of them is fit in here. When you look down inside of it, it's not picking it up too great, but the inside of it, that is the heating coil. And if anybody watching knows anything about the CE2s, you do have to use the syringe to fill this. You can get inside those little tiny holes that are never going to show up on camera in there. But they sell the syringe fill kits at most places, and you can use an 18 gauge pointy tip syringe. Now, I've seen mixed reviews on what you should do when you first get this. I've seen people say that you should take the CE2 out and burn the wicking to get any chemicals or anything that are on the wick off. I didn't. I do plan on doing so here in the near future. Sorry, had a hair. I do plan on doing so in the near future. I just saw a video on how to take it apart. Basically, how you take this apart to either burn it or to replace it, which is the other nice thing. The internal part of the cartomizer in here is replaceable. So when it burns out, you don't have to throw it away and spend $29.99 on a new tank. He has pre-cut internal parts of CE2 cartomizers that you can just replace. You either take a pair of pliers and grip this here while holding onto the side of the tank bottom, and pull it out, or you can screw it onto a device. And as on his site, it's not suggested to use a nice device to do this, but you can do it on your device. Take it, just grip it, and wiggle it back and forth until it comes out. Like I said, I'll be doing this in the near future and letting people know exactly what my experience was with it, because thus far, my experience is sort of I really, really, really want to like it, but I cannot get past that it does still taste like a cartomizer. Now, people that say it tastes like the ceramic cup inside, I'm gonna have to. Personally, I disagree with that, but taste is subjective. But this is my all-day vape. This is my menthol juice that I have in here. I'm gonna go ahead and take a drag off of it, show you the vapor I get out of it, things like that. Now, this is the 2.8 ohm, and I'm running this at 3.7 volts on a different device. Um, the vapor I get out of this is very, very, very nice. As you can see, it is a very nice amount of vapor, and I won't even blow it towards the camera. I'll blow it sideways so you can see if you can get a different view of how much vapor comes off. Very, very nice amount of vapor. Um, the taste that I'm getting from this, now, like I said, this is the juice I use all day. Excuse me. And I have it loaded into a regular atomizer, so I know it's not a dead mouth day. Um, the taste I get off of this is almost like the fibrous taste you get out of some cartomizers that either ran out of juice or have that really, really weird polyfiber taste to them, like you burn the wick. Um, the taste is getting better day by day that I just let this sit here and soak. Hopefully the juice is just overpowering some of it, but it still tastes just a little bit off to me. So what I am going to do, I am going to take this apart. I'm gonna end up draining all the fluid out of it, take it apart, see if I can burn the wick a little bit, and see if I can get some of the taste to come back. That's what it's been suggested to me to do if the taste seems funky. I've gotten a hold of Bruce a couple times. He's walked me through how to take the internals out, just to let him know if I have any other problems. The customer service I've gotten from Bruce so far is just fantastic. This is a fantastic product. I really, really, really want to like this more than I do right now. I love the design. I love how it looks. I mean, this is on a silver bullet. It is pretty damn big. I will say that. It is just a honker of a device. But if you're sitting at home and you just use one juice for most of the time, that's fine. But what it's really, really great for is this holds 5 milliliters of juice. I filled it all the way up, and the juice did get into the cup and run down the tube and leak everywhere. That was my own personal error. If you put about 4 milliliters in here, you do have to rock it back and forth every now and then, from what I've seen, but that doesn't really matter. You just rock it back and forth to get some of the taste back up onto the top of the wick by the cup. Not a big deal at all. But if you're driving, this holds 4 to 5 milliliters of juice, and I don't know what trip you're going to take where you would go through 5 mils of juice in one straight stand and not be able to refill it. But if you can do that, let me know. However, these are very, very, very hard to get your hands on. It takes the last time that he got these in, before I got mine, it took him about 10, 20, 30 minutes maybe at most to sell out of them. And this past time he had 160 in, and it still was within the day that he sold out of them. So head over to cloudsofvapor.com if this seems like something that you'd be interested in. Cloudsofvapor.com. There's the Notify Me section over on the right hand side. He has 2.4 ohm, which is considered low resistance. The 2.8 ohm, which is more of a go between. People have used it on 5 volts and 3.7 and still been okay. But anything above that seems like it gets a burnt taste. The 3.2 ohm you can use on the high volt devices. So 6 volts and 5 volts, 3.2 ohms should do you just fine. They're all the same price. They're $29.99. But there's the Notify Me section that will send you an email if the map tanks come back in stock. It'll send you an email. I will tell you, once you get that email, do not hesitate. Don't wait until you get home. Find somebody that has a internet equipped phone or somebody that has a computer nearby, because you are not going to have much time to get your hands on these. I've seen Big Ice Dog did a fantabulous, fantabulous review of the map tank. You can head over to his channel and check that out as well. But this is my personal opinion. I'm going to have to redrain this and get it off. But this is just a fantastic, fantastic product for Bruce to have come out with. He's coming out with his mini tanks as well. I believe that should be this week or next. I know some of his orders are stuck in customs. But he is also the new supplier for the GG, which is just, it's an absolutely fantastic product. So head over to cloudsofvapor.com, check out their map tank, get on the Notify Me list, and get your hands on one.